James T. Stehlin Field. It is the football opener for the Newburyport Clippers, about to kick off to Masco, the Masco Chieftains. My name is Drew Moholland, alongside our crew here, Maeve, Power, Tom Goodwin on the camera, Sarah Hayden, the boss here, radio and television for you, NCM Hub in Newburyport. Newburyport Clippers in their home maroon, getting ready to kick things off here. We are right on schedule from James T. Stehlin Field. And with that, the season is underway here. Kickoff down to about the 10-yard line, taken by Masco. Ball comes up along the 30. Good start here from Masco, the 40, 45, 50 across midfield, all the way down close to the Newburyport 40. It was Connor Marshall on the return for Masco, getting the season off on the good foot for the Masco Chieftains. We do have a flag down on the play. Newburyport coach and staff is pointing back to the flag. It's at about the 40-yard line of the Masco return side. It's going to be a hold on Masco. So big return going to come back here. It's probably what led to the big return is a hold. We're going to put this ball back at the 30-yard line, and that is where Masco will start here. Newburyport on defense to get things going here in the 2025 campaign. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. It's a beautiful night here in Newburyport at the lovely James T. Stehlin Field, turf field. Built here several years ago, state-of-the-art. First snap of the year from Masco, out of the shotgun, going deep, almost a strike, incomplete. Cal Weedman reached out the left hand, couldn't make the catch. Drew Gustafson, senior quarterback from Masco, letting it fly here on the first throw of the year. Good crowd here again, as always, in Newburyport. A little bit slow to file in. Looking at the gates, long lines of people still walking in as we speak. So I think we actually got started a minute early in this one today, which is very unusual at the high school level. Big play. Almost a loss in the backfield there, but Masco able to bring this thing out to the 40-yard line, close to a first down. Tough spot for Masco. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 here coming up. Masco a little bit upset with that spot, I believe. Good job on the Newburyport front there, getting in the backfield. Almost had Masco for a loss. We got some chain problems here. I think some of the chain gang there thought that the first down was going to be given. It was not. We got 3rd down and 1 here. Masco at their own 39-yard line. Gustafson hands it off. Going to be a first down Masco. A lot of room on the left side with the carry for Masco is Jack Fabiano, senior running back, gets the first down and gets that ball up to midfield. So Masco able to move the chains here. Didn't quite cross midfield. Ball at the Masco 49-yard line. Drew Gustafson, again the quarterback here for Masco, wearing number 16 in white. Listed at 6'5", 190. 6'5", tall QB. He can spin it too. He's looking to throw again on first down out of the shotgun. Rolls right. Pressure coming. Goes deep. Complete. Down to the 15, 10. Dragon defenders down inside the 5. Great catch. The Gustafson throw was to Cal Weedman. Cal Weedman was the first play of the game there where they almost hit the long ball. Clearly a popular target. Weedman gets Masco down inside the 5-yard line. Will be first down and goal for Masco here. Very impressive first possession for Masco. Always tough. They run this kind of run and gun offense out of the shotgun, and they move quickly, and here they go. They're ready to snap it again inside the 4-yard line of Newburyport. Handoff. Newburyport stuffs it at the 2. Pile still being moved. Good stand there by the Newburyport defensive line. Liam Ginley there. Now coming off the field for Masco. Ball is spotted at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal to go for Masco. Gustafson with Jack Fabiano running back to his right. Fabiano gets this ball and he cruises in. Touchdown Masco. Very impressive first drive for the Masco Chieftains here to get things started. They drive right down on Newburyport. Big play. The throw from Drew Gustafson to Cal Weedman went for about 45 yards there, set up that first down and goal, and Masco goes up 6-0. Drive that takes less than 2 minutes, so Newburyport a little bit stunned there. Great start by Masco. Extra point team comes on. Snap is good. The kick is up, and that is good. The Masco kicker, Nico Cephalo, puts that one through, and it's 7-0 Masco. So Newburyport's going to have to bounce back from that. New head coach here for the Newburyport Clippers, John Weber, taking over for Coach Brian Smolsky, who I was talking with today. I was texting with him. He's excited. He brought his kids to the game here tonight. He never has really been able to bring the kids to a football game, getting some family time in. Coach Smolsky did a great job here for many years. And he said the one thing he told me today was these kids are in good hands with Coach John Weber. He's very excited. Coach Weber was an assistant with Coach Smolsky, and he's ready to go, and he's ready to lead the Clippers, who now have to bounce back here after a tough opening drive. Masco again in that offense. They've kind of always, the last few years at least, Masco has always ran the shotgun offense. They like to let it fly. It's a bit of a, I don't know. Think Buffalo Bills, always in the shotgun. Josh Allen, big, tall quarterback, can throw and run. So it's going to be a tough offense to stop here, this Masco side. But Newburyport, the other thing Newburyport can do is maintain possession on the offensive end here, which they'll get a chance to do now, and see if they can maybe get a little ball control and keep that ball out of the Masco offense's hands. Nico Cephalo going to kick this thing away for Masco. The kick lands at the 8-yard line, and it is going to go out of bounds. That's a penalty there against Masco. Kickoff out of bounds. Braden Fowler was back to get it, the junior for Newburyport. Smart play by Fowler. Just watch that thing bounce. Could tell it was going to spin out of bounds. It'd be good field position for Newburyport to get things going here on their first drive of the season. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. Thanks for joining us here. Our NCM Hub squad. Tom Goodwin on the camera. Oliver Looker back at the station here. Doing a good job for us on both TV and radio. Maeve Power producing up here high above the 50-yard line at James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. So the Clippers now ready to start their offensive campaign. Paul Suazo, captain, quarterback. Has a towel along the waist. Gets those hands ready to go. He takes a snap out of the shotgun. Jack Miller, the quarterback. I'm sorry, Jack Miller. Early season hiccups here. Jack Miller takes the snap. No gain there for Newburyport. First run of the game. Suazo will get a lot of touches there in the running back position, but Jack Miller, the QB. Jack Miller listed at 6 feet, 185 pounds. Looking at a 2nd down and 11 now. We'll see if Newburyport matches Masco and keeps working out of the shotgun themselves here. First down would be big. You feel like that Newburyport defense was a little bit stunned there on that first drive. Masco goes down, gets a quick touchdown. Maybe a couple first downs here could really settle things down for the Newburyport Clippers. Jack Miller with Suazo, the running back, to his right. Miller fakes the handoff, rolls right, option play is going to be taken down. He actually throws it away and then takes a late hit. We'll see if a flag comes here. Referee was looking right at it and decided to let them play. It was a very late throwaway by Jack Miller. The officials are discussing probably a couple things, maybe intentional grounding or whether the progress was stopped. I think it's probably just going to be an incomplete pass here, and we'll roll it back and call it 3rd down and 11. There is a flag. It's going to be illegal man downfield against the Newburyport Clippers, so Masco is going to decline that penalty and take the 3rd down and 11. So Newburyport here in a tough spot on their first possession of the season. That play, Suazo, the running back, faked the handoff to him, and Jack Miller rolls right. Looked like he has the option on that play to keep it, obviously, or throw it downfield. Nobody got open, and he tried to throw it away. No dice there, so that's why we're left 3rd down and 11 here from Newburyport from their own 34-yard line, trailing Masco 7-0. Miller standing at his own 30, takes the snap, rolls left, Masco all over him. Jack Miller is sacked by about 4 Masco Chieftains right there. The Newburyport offensive line breaking down as Masco brought a little bit of pressure there, or maybe a lot of pressure. And a very impressive start here for these Masco Chieftains, both offensively and defensively. They're going to force a 3-and-out here on Newburyport's first offensive series of the season. Clippers are going to have to punt. And the punter is Nick Garbarino, who's standing back along his 20-yard line. That puts the Masco Chieftains receivers at, they do the old, they got two guys back there for this punt at the 40-yard line, at their own 40-yard line of Masco. See what kind of leg Garbarino has here to get the season started. High snap, Masco brings pressure, kick is away. It's going to land at about the 46-yard line. Good Newburyport bounce all the way down inside the 35. Clippers will down it at about the 33, 34-yard line. Good punt there by Garbarino, and Newburyport Special Teams does their job here. Let's see if the defense can get a stop now against this high-powered Masco offense. Beautiful night here again at the James T. Stehlin Field. We're high above the 50-yard line, looking over here at this thing. Crowd a little bit silenced here after that start. This was a Masco team that came out flying, and a lot of energy in this place. And first touchdown in the first 2 minutes for Masco will kind of take a little bit of the air out of you, but a very good atmosphere. Good breeze here in Newburyport tonight, too. We're looking across at the school from the 50-yard line. That wind is blowing right to left as I talk to you. Masco is going left to right. Down away from the street, essentially, towards the houses. Newburyport almost jumps, and they do here. It's a hard count by the Masco quarterback, Drew Gustafson. Gustafson is tough. He looks like he's got a lot of poise back there. He works the hard count. He's very calm back there, really looking at the defense, seeing, just looks very in command. Let's put it that way. Going to be first down and 5 now after the Newburyport offside from the Masco 39. Masco, quick strike across the middle. Oh, what a throw by Gustafson. Hits Liam Ginley, another senior there, 5'11", 175 pounds wide receiver. Ginley with a good catch all the way down to the Newburyport 45-yard line. And look at this, Masco gets that ball set, and they're ready to go again. Gustafson out of the shotgun, moves everybody out of the backfield, throws a quick little screen to the left side. Big gain here again from Masco. First down across the 35, down to the 30. Cal Weedman on the quick pass from Drew Gustafson. Masco moving the chains again. They're on the march here. Ball down to the Newburyport 30-yard line. Some hands on hips here already for the Newburyport defense as Masco is on the march. Gustafson ready to take another snap out of the shotgun here. First down and 10 from the Newburyport 30. Again, empty backfield as Gustafson sends him away. Throw complete to the right side. And another first down, Masco, all the way down inside the Newburyport 15-yard line. It's Liam Ginley again. Newburyport's going to find a way to control these Masco wide receivers. Gustafson's just getting the ball to him early, and the wide receivers are running wild here on Newburyport. First down and 10 from the 14-yard line of Newburyport. Masco looking for more, already leading this game 7-0. Gustafson, handoff. Going to be a Masco touchdown. Nobody touched him. It's Jack Fabiano, running back from Masco, quickly taking it to the house. And we haven't even played 5 minutes in this football game, and Masco has 2 touchdowns on this Newburyport defense. A very impressive Masco offensive start here. Fabiano took that ball, quick handoff, started up the middle, and then just bounced it outside. I don't even think he was touched. And Masco goes for 2 off a weird setup here. And they did get in, but it's going to be a false start on Masco. Fabiano got that snap. There's a weird-looking lineup there. And obviously, an illegal lineup by the Masco offense. So now let's see if they just kick the extra point. Looks like Masco will do just that. Nico Cephalo, senior kicker here from Masco, nailed his first one right through the uprights. Here comes his second extra point of the 2025 season. And that one's good as well. Looks like Masco's got a little bit of everything going for him. The offense, defense, special teams. They got a good kicker here. Boy, Masco has come out of the 2025 gates storming here. Again, not even 5 minutes played, 7:02 to go in this first quarter, and it is 14-0 Masco over Newburyport. Tough to play these season opener games on the road, but Masco has handled that very well here so far. Newburyport's got to settle in a little bit. Coach John Weber has his work cut out for him here. Bit of a tough test as your first game as the head coach of a squad here like this, and kind of got to settle the boys down, trailing 14-0. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. Happy to bring to you Newburyport Clippers football here. The opening game of the 2025 season at James T. Stehlin Field here in Newburyport on a beautiful night. The lights are on. The sun is setting. That is happening earlier and earlier these days, isn't it? Still summer, but whenever football is being played, it feels like fall, doesn't it? Patriots in action this weekend, too. Masco going to kick this thing off now with a 14-0 lead. Let's see if Newburyport can get something going. Kickoff's going to reach the end zone. Cephalo feeling good about himself right now. A couple extra points, a couple good kickoffs. With the touchback, Newburyport now going to get something going. At least the first down. Give that defense a little bit of a rest here. 7:02 to go first quarter. Clippers trailing 14-0. Jack Miller jogs out onto the field here and tries to get the offense going. Jack, one of the three senior captains on this Newburyport team. TJ Skiba, Paul Suazo. Those are the three captains. Jack Miller out of the shotgun here. Ball at the 20-yard line after the touchback. Newburyport tries to get things going. The running game. There's Suazo. Gets a couple up the middle. Good work by Suazo because not too much of a push-off there. That Masco defensive line just looks like a little bit bigger than Newburyport. Clippers going to have to really fight here to move that ball between the tackles. Second down, we'll call it 7 from the Newburyport 23-yard line. Jack Miller out of the shotgun. He's got Suazo to his right. 3 wide. On the left side here for Newburyport, 3 wide receivers. On the right side, got another receiver, Ben Buckmeyer. That pass is complete. It's just going to be a 2-yard gain to Kian Marcos. Marcos made that catch at the 25. Tried to make a move right there, but Masco's been very quick here. Every time this ball gets on a wide receiver or gets in the running back's hands, Masco's quick to attack, and this is a big play here in this football game early on, it feels like. 3rd down and 5 for the Clippers. We got 5:45 to go in this first quarter. Newburyport trailing 14-0. Last thing they want to do here, the Clippers, is punt this ball back to Masco. Give Masco good field position here. Again in this first quarter, already trailing 14-0. It's been a great start for Masco. Big play here for Newburyport. Down 2 touchdowns, 3rd down and 5. Jack Miller out of the shotgun, standing at his own 20-yard line. In motion is Brandon Fowler. Fake to Fowler. First down, Clippers across the 30. Jack Miller kept it, went right up the middle, said I'm going to do it myself here. Good effort by Miller, gets across the 30-yard line. First down, Newburyport. So there you go. We'll see if that settles down the offense a little bit here, and if Newburyport can maybe get a little something going.
Ball's at the 31-yard line.
First down and 10, Newburyport from their own 31. Clippers driving away from the pink house in the end zone. If you know, you know. Jack Miller was about to get that snap, and we get a timeout taken by Masco. So the Masco coaching staff there did not like what they were set up in defensively. Timeout taken by Masco, and they will regroup. Very good crowd as I look out here. Again, we're perched up high above the 50-yard line here in Newburyport. James T. Stehlin Field. Happy to bring you this game for you, both television and radio. My name is Drew Moholland, alongside Tom Goodwin, the cameraman. Oliver Looker's getting things done back at the truck. Maeve Power producing the show, and I think Maeve's doing some social media stuff too. as I look next to me. And the Newburyport band gets us through the timeout here. Newburyport always a very strong band. Looks like a fairly big group this year. Big cheerleading squad, too. They had a numbers seem very good on both the band and the cheerleading side, which is nice. We always hear it's more than it's close to 80% of all Newburyport students are involved in some sort of activity, whether it be sport, band. Back to the action. 4:43 to go, first quarter. Newburyport gets the snap. Miller is going to tuck it and run. Good move by Miller. Gets it to the 40, across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. Great individual effort by Jack Miller. The Clippers senior leader here has got the Clippers 2 first downs now by way of using his legs. Showing some good leadership here, the senior Jack Miller. Not so much a designed draw, but Miller saw some room to run and took it. He's getting a lot of these play calls, Miller is, from the coaching staff, so he gets the call, runs to the huddle, and we quickly reset here as we dip towards 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Again, Newburyport trailing Masco 14-0. But a couple first downs now for the Clippers. They got things rolling here a little bit. Jack Miller, first down and 10, Newburyport from their own 42. Swaz out to his right. Masco brings a blitz, picked up well by Newburyport, although Miller now scrambling a little bit. He's going to have to throw it away. Pass is incomplete. Miller was looking for Ben Buckmeyer. Ben Buckmeyer, a junior, listed at 5'10" there, got tangled up with the Masco safety, Cal Weedman. Weedman also a star receiver on this Masco team, of course, at the high school level. A lot of these guys play both ways. Weedman looks huge out there, too. What do they say on him? He's listed at 6'3", 170. A lot of size on this Masco team. Weedman 6'3". Joey Grimes is 6'1". Hayden Schmidt is 6'3", with another wide receiver. The quarterback Gustafson is 6'5". My goodness. Tough play here for Newburyport. Masco just gets right in the backfield, and down goes Jack Miller for a big loss here for the Clippers. So that's going to present a problem there, as second down and 10 now turns into third down, and it's about a 6-yard loss. Third and long for Newburyport, which is not what they needed here. 3.5 to go first quarter. Trailing Masco already 14-0. See what head coach John Weber and the Clippers want to do here, whether they take a shot. I don't know if they can protect QB Jack Miller here for Newburyport long enough to get down here and get this first down, or maybe something quick screen, see if a wide receiver can make something happen after the catch. Third down and long from the Clippers' 39-yard line. There is the quick screen. Caught at the 39-yard line. Nothing there. 6 Masco defenders are quickly on. I believe that was Reed Tumala that time. Reed Tumala caught that ball on the screen like I kind of thought Newburyport would try to do, but just no room to run at all. Masco was ready for it. They were quick to swarm the ball, and Newburyport is going to have to be first. Newburyport's drive here stalls, and Newburyport's going to have to kick this ball away with coming up on 2 minutes to play in this first quarter, already trailing Masco 14-0. Another good kick here. It's going to be taken. Oh, it's fumbled. It's muffed all the way back to the 20-yard line. Masco has to jump on this ball. There's another good kick there by Nick Garbarino. Part of the game's been strong so far for Newburyport. The Masco special teams there muffed that ball, and the ball rolls all the way back to the 20-yard line. So it ends up being a really good kick by Newburyport, and Masco's got a long way to go at least, but still 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter, and Masco's already got 2 touchdowns on the board, looking for more, and that Newburyport defense has been out on this field quite a bit in this first quarter. Kind of similar how the Masco-Newburyport game went last year. From thinking back, this is a tough Masco offense to slow down, and once they kind of get it going, they can be tough to stop here, and they're in a good groove right now, led by Drew Gustafson, the quarterback for Masco. Gustafson takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Good pressure here from Newburyport. Oh, they can't quite get him down. Ball's thrown long. Wide receiver's out there. Oh, and it's caught. Unbelievable. Cal Weedman goes diving for this ball, makes the catch down to the Newburyport 42-yard line. The Clippers had a chance. Thomas Skiba almost had a sack. He was in the backfield and went after the legs of Gustafson, but I'm telling you, he's 6'5", and he's quick, this Gustafson. He got away from the defender and then looks up, and there's Cal Weedman just waiting for that ball. Weedman had to make a good catch, and now here comes Masco. Quick handoff and close to another first down towards the Newburyport 30-yard line. As it's Jack Fabiano with the carry this time for Masco, and the Newburyport hands on hips continue as Masco is ready to snap this ball. First down and 10 from the Newburyport 32-yard line. Masco leading this thing 14-0 and looking for more. Gustafson gives it to Fabiano again. A little bit more resistance that time from the Newburyport defense, but still about 4 or 5 yards. Feels like a win at the moment, but it's only because Masco is getting these plays in chunks. Gustafson doesn't take much time. Going to take the second down snap with plenty still on the play clock. He gives it to his receiver who came in motion. A lot of room, 15-10 inside the 10-yard line. Newburyport cannot stop this Masco offense right now. Simple as that. Ryan Richardson, the senior wide receiver, started out on the left side wide. Gustafson brought him in motion, gave him a quick little handoff, and Richardson was gone inside the 10. First down and goal for Masco. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Gustafson takes the snap, gives it to Fabiano. 5-yard line, touchdown, Masco. Fabiano took till about the 2-yard line before he was touched. He powers it in, and just like that, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, it is 20-0 Masco over Newburyport. This James T. Stehlin Field, the Newburyport faithful in a little bit of shock here as Masco has just, well, they look good. Mid-season form here for the Masco Chieftains in the home opener, in the Newburyport home opener. Masco's on the road getting it done. Extra point to come. Cephalo. Nico Cephalo for Masco. High snap. Kick is good. Good job by Cal Weedman, who does the holding too. What does Cal Weedman not do? He had plenty of catches on that drive. Plays some good safety for Masco. 21-0 Masco. 34 seconds to go first quarter. Newburyport coaching staff doing the best they can to try to keep their guys relaxed, and it's still the first quarter of the opening game here. You don't want to get into panic mode and kind of do what Bill Belichick used to say, right? You got to do your job out there. Just don't try to do too much, which can sometimes happen when these games kind of get away from you so early. Still a lot of football to be played on a beautiful night at James T. Stehlin Field here in Newburyport. 3 drives for Masco, 3 touchdowns, 21-0. 2 drives for Newburyport. First drive was a 3-and-out. And that second drive, Clippers were able to get it going a little bit, couple first downs, thanks to the quarterback, Jack Miller, using his legs a bit. I mean, you feel like they're going to have to rely on Miller to kind of make some throws, and if not, use his legs to get some more first downs, but you are asking a lot. This is a tough Masco defense, too, and Miller's already taken a few hits. I'm sure the Newburyport coaching staff is not thrilled with that either. It'd be great if the Newburyport running game could get going a little bit, but again, Masco seems to have a little bit more size than the Clippers do up front, so it's just certainly a tough matchup to begin the season for these Newburyport Clippers. Kickoff taken to about the 21-yard line, and that's where the Newburyport Clippers will start their 3rd drive of the season. On the return was Braden Fowler there, junior wide receiver here for Newburyport.
We've got the ball first down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
26 seconds to go here. We'll see what Newburyport does, and if they can maybe run one play here, and if it's a running play, can maybe use the first quarter to regroup, trailing 21-0. Jack Miller in the shotgun. Gives it to a wide receiver in motion here. Good room. It's going to be a Newburyport first down, 35-40. Good speed, 45-50 across midfield. Big play by Braden Fowler. Fowler came in motion, took the handoff from Jack Miller, and he springs it for a big gain. Although Jack Miller's got hands on hips, I think this one is coming back here. I'm looking at the Newburyport quarterback who's staring at the officials like you've got to be kidding me. It is coming back. Assuming a hold, we'll see where it took place. Here comes the official call. It's going to be an illegal shift against Newburyport.
Illegal shift against Newburyport.
Somebody was not set.
We got the ball first down and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's going to be first down and 14 here after the first down and 15 from the 16-yard line of Newburyport here. 15 seconds to go, first quarter. Behind the sticks again here, the Clippers. Jack Miller out of the shotgun. Surveys the defense here, taking his time on the snap. Hands it off. Again, the Masco defense all over it. Paul Suazo got that handoff, looked up, had nowhere to go, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter of play here. Rough start to the 2025 campaign for the Newburyport Clippers. They are up against a tough lineup here in the Masco Chieftains team. After one quarter of play, it is Masco 21, Newburyport nothing. We'll take a quick break and be back with second quarter action here. Newburyport looking to turn things around a little bit here in the home opener and in the opening game of the 2025 campaign. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, and welcome back to James T. Stehlin Field here. It is the Newburyport Clippers opening game of the 2025 football season, and it has been a rough start. They got a tough matchup here with the Masco Chieftains, who have stormed out to a 21-0 lead here over Newburyport on their home turf. It is Newburyport football, second down and 15 from the 15, their own 15. Quarterback in Newburyport, Jack Miller, rolling right. Just nobody open. Miller tucks it, escapes a few defenders. Good job by Jack Miller just to get 6 yards on this. Gets it up to about the 21-yard line. Will be third and long again, though. Third down and 9. Miller almost got sacked again. He's looking up, trying to find some open receivers, but Masco's coverage, they're just all over Newburyport here.
Third down and 11.
It'll be third down and 11 from the Newburyport 20-yard line here. It's Masco's defense. They are loving these third down and longs. They brought pressure a couple times here against Newburyport, and wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. Masco can smell blood here, leading this thing 21-0. Third down and long, Newburyport from their own 20-yard line. Newburyport driving towards the pink house, theoretically, if they can get a first down here, and we can actually call it a drive. Here we go, back to pass Jack Miller. Miller looking long, nothing there again. Miller hesitates. Now he's got Masco chasing after him from the 20, throws it downfield. There's a big completion, big time catch made by Matt Page, and there he goes, 25-20 all the way down to the Masco 15-yard line. Matt Page with the catch for Newburyport. His first catch of the 2025 campaign. Outstanding play by Jack Miller. He was rolling right and looked like he was in trouble. Had to make that throw on the run. He pump faked it about 4 times. He wasn't comfortable until he saw Matt Page come open. Page makes the catch around midfield and brings it all the way down into Masco territory. First down and 10, Newburyport from the Masco 15. I don't hate this move from Newburyport here. They're not in a huge hurry. It's 21-0, and I think defense has been on the field a lot here. I think they're just, let's run our offense. We don't mind using the play clock a little bit. I don't think that's a horrible decision after the rough 21-0 start here. And let's see if they can chip away. Back to throw. Pass incomplete. Jack Miller looking for Henry Thurston across the middle. Thurston got a hand on it, but would have been a really tough catch in a tough window. Kind of just reached out with his left hand. Going to be second down and 10 from the Masco 15-yard line here. Newburyport knocking on the door for the first time all season. trying to get back in this football game a little bit, maybe put a little bit of game pressure on the Masco Chieftains. 9:58 to go, clock stopped, second quarter. Second down and 10, Newburyport, again from the Masco 15. Jack Miller in the shotgun. He's got Paul Suazo to his right, the running back. 2 wide. Snap comes, Miller rolls right, he's going to use his legs, gets it inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line, down at the 6 goes Miller. He is close to a first down. It's going to be third down, call it a long one here from the Masco 6. Big play here in this football game. We'll see what Newburyport does if they get away from the shotgun here in the short yardage situation. Every snap has been out of the shotgun so far, and it will continue that way. Jack Miller in the shotgun, Suazo again to his right. That seems to be how Clippers prefer to line up. And Newburyport's coaching staff does not like what they see here. They're going to take a timeout with 9:11 to go in the second quarter. We want to get this one right. Third down and 1 for the Clippers, already trailing Masco 21-0. It's a good little answer drive here from Newburyport. That's why I thought it was important to kind of get to that first quarter break, maybe rally the troops a little bit. Just kind of start fresh. Don't worry about the 21 points against you. 0-0. Think of it that way to start the second quarter, and Newburyport's been able to put a good drive together here. The big play, Matt Page with a reception that went for about 50 yards, all said and done. More than that. 60 yards. The Masco defense trots back out on the field. Newburyport still huddled together on the Newburyport sideline. Thank you for joining us again here on a Friday night. Friday Night Lights, Newburyport, the opening game of the season for the football squad here. Big play in this football game. Third down and 1, Newburyport from the Masco 6-yard line here. Again, it is a shotgun setup for Newburyport. The quarterback, Jack Miller, is talking with Paul Suazo, his running back right now before the snap. This play is going to involve these two in some way. We shall see. Third down and 1. Clippers knocking on the door. Here we go. Here's the snap. It is taken by Miller. Miller gets hit at the 6. Good second effort. Got it to the 5. He fumbled the football. Masco says they have it. Waiting for the official signal. And they do. Newburyport fumbles this football. Jack Miller got hit at the 6. He knew he needed to stretch it for an extra yard, and Miller fumbles the football while trying to get that first down. Masco pounces on it. Everything going right for the Masco Chieftains here on the road here in Newburyport. Masco will take over at their own 5-yard line. Coaching staff obviously talking with Jack Miller right now about ball security in the red zone. Now is kind of going back to the doing too much thing. You're down 21-0. You feel like you kind of gotta do a little bit too much. He was reaching for that extra first down or reaching for the first down after he got hit right at the line of scrimmage. I think he actually would have had it if he could have held on to the football. It looked like the second effort did get him there, but ball knocked free. Masco football. 9 minutes to go here in this first half. Gustafson hands it off. There's Fabiano. He's got a lot of room. First down. Masco up across the 20. Jack Fabiano is quick. 6 feet, 190 pounds, running back. A lot of seniors here, too. All these guys that are touching the ball for Masco are pretty much seniors. Big advantage. A lot of them playing experience last year, too. And they were good last year, too. It's a tough Masco team. Gustafson, 8.5 to go in the first half. Little screenplay. Newburyport runs right by it. They need a quick recovery here. Fabiano has some room. 25, 30. Still doesn't go down. Takes 2-3 Newburyport guys to push Fabiano out of bounds. Masco on the move again. Ends up going as a gain of 8. Going to be second down and 2 for Masco from their 30-yard line. They lead Newburyport 21-0 and are looking for more here in this first half. Gustafson, the big 6'5 quarterback, throws it out to the right, complete, first down. Yards after catch is there again for Masco as Ryan Richardson brings a few defenders with him and gets this ball across the 37 to the 38-yard line. Newburyport sideline here. We're right above them here in the 50-yard line, looking down right at the Newburyport sideline, and they're certainly looking a little deflated here as they're just having a field day trying to stop this Masco offense. Gustafson, a lot of good relationship with the coaching staff. You can tell here he just looks to his right. There's hand signals. He gets the play calls quickly, and everybody's on the same page. Masco running like a well-oiled machine here. Nobody in the backfield with Gustafson for Masco, who's about to take this snap out of the shotgun, but then we had some movement here with the wideouts on the left side. It's going to be a illegal procedure against Masco with 8 minutes to play in this first half. Again, thank you for joining us here, TV and radio. My name is Drew Moholland alongside our NCM Hub team. Tom Goodwin doing the camera. Oliver Looker back at the studio. Maeve Power next to me here producing things, and Sarah Hayden, the boss in the house. Pretty much everybody is here from the Newburyport school community, I would say. I've seen a lot of familiar faces here tonight. First game of the year, makes sense. It's going to be a hold here as the snap comes to Gustafson. He lets an incomplete pass fly, but clear holding against Masco as Newburyport was able to break through the Masco offensive line, which we have not been able to say too much tonight. Gustafson rolled left. Flags right next to him here as Masco is going to be backed up another 10 yards here. So one of the sloppier Masco drives. Legal procedure followed by a holding. And first down and 25 now. The snap is at the 22-yard line. Masco has to get to the 47. So let's see if on first and 25, if Newburyport can take advantage of this and maybe get some field position here. Still not an easy task against Gustafson in this high-flying offense. Big-time timing route to the left side complete. Big play here for Masco as Cal Weedman makes the catch. He did step out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. He wasn't taken down until close to midfield, but he made the catch, made a move, and stepped out of bounds at the 38, so a big chunk play there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 for Masco. 7 minutes to go here. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in this first half. That was just experience right there. Gustafson threw that ball out there. Weedman made the cut while that ball was in the air. The timing route was just perfect. You guys have had a lot of years together, and it is showing here on opening night in Newburyport. This is a well-oiled machine, this Masco offense. Good job there by Newburyport, though, on 2nd down. Just a 1 or 2 yard gain for Masco, and it's going to be a bit of a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 7 for Masco. Leading Newburyport 21-0 here. They came out firing on Newburyport's home turf. Big play, you feel like, here. Newburyport's defense got to get off the field. It would be pretty deflating to give up a 1st and 25 situation here after all the penalties. Gustafson takes the snap for Masco. Looks right. Pass is complete. First down. Masco across midfield. Again, the Masco receivers just dragging Newburyport defenders. That was Liam Ginley that time. He's had plenty of catches here in the early going. Ginley makes the catch, takes the hit, drags a couple clippers, and there we go. Masco on the move again here across midfield, and they're looking to move quickly. Gustafson takes the snap at the 46, hands it off. About a 4 yard gain here, down to the 42. The size of this Masco team, big receivers, big offensive line, and they just move quickly. There's just no time in between snaps. Here we go, ready to go on 2nd down. Gustafson hands it off. It's Fabiano, first down, Masco. Across the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Jack Fabiano. Shot out of a cannon right there. carving up this Newburyport defense. You can tell the Clippers coaching staff trying to get some more, so they're going to take a timeout here. I think this is a good call by the Newburyport coaching staff, is the hands on hips and guys subbing in and out. Newburyport just gasping for air against this Masco offense, which has just been unstoppable here in the first 19 minutes of play here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. It is 21-0 Masco over Newburyport. Masco has scored touchdowns on all 3 possessions. They've touched the ball, and they have climbed out of a 1st and 25 hold here deep in their own territory and are now marching into Newburyport territory, looking to score for the 4th time in as many touches. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. Happy to bring you this football game. Friday Night Lights, first game of the season. A home game for the Newburyport Clippers. It's a tall task here, playing a tough Masco team at James T. Stehlin Field. The legendary coach James T. Stehlin. Still miss that guy every time I walk in and see the statue, and we sit here high above the 50-yard line. His name's staring right out at us. It is etched in the brick that the players run out of from the school and onto the field. And what a great guy Coach Stehlin was. I remember the day they inducted this field to him, and he was very moved, and that was later in life for him too. And man, he had an unbelievable memory all the way through, remembering plays and players. And Masco here, big play again. Ball thrown out, a lot of room. This is going to go for a Masco touchdown. They got the ball into the hands of Cal Weedman in space. And when Gustafson gets the ball to Cal Weedman in space, that is a big problem for a defense. Weedman catches it, crossing the field, ends up bringing it into the end zone. Runs right by the pylon, right in front of the scoreboard here, going towards the street here in Newburyport. It's now 27-0 Masco. Extra point to come. Nico Cephalo has been perfect, 3 for 3 on extra points here in the early going, trying to make it 4 for 4. That one is no good, pulled left. And I will say that may be more on the snap there. Weedman, who just scored the touchdown, the wide receiver, does the holding for Nico Cephalo. And I think the timing was a little bit off on that snap. It was almost like a knuckleball snap, and you could tell the Cephalo was expecting that ball to be there a little sooner. There just was a little less zip on that snap than there should have been. Something happened there. So a rare mistake here by Masco, this time by the special teams. Cost them a point on the extra point, but the Masco Chieftains have come out absolutely storming here. Masco leads Newburyport 27-0. 5:25 to go in this second quarter. Newburyport coaching staff, all 3 units, offense, defense, special teams, all talking, searching for answers. A lot of Masco fans in the house today too, I will tell you that much. I noticed it right from the beginning in the parking lot here, just kind of flocks of Masco students. Good on the Masco Chieftains fan base here, traveling down the road to Newburyport, making sure they support their team on the road. They got a good team to support here too. Masco all over Newburyport. Back to receive the kick for the Clippers. It's number 16, Cormac Morrissey. Morrissey gets hit and taken down at about the 22-yard line here. Morrissey, a sophomore out here, so Newburyport's roster there, I mean, it just feels like Newburyport's a bit more thin than Masco, let's put it that way. I mean, they're getting pushed around here a little bit, and it's hard to keep up with a high-flying offense like this, and the Masco defense is in the backfield all night. It takes a toll on you here when you're feeling like you're a little bit overmatched earlier in the season, so don't be surprised if Newburyport dips into the roster here and tries to go a little bit deeper than Masco would. Newburyport football, 1st down and 10 from their own 26. It is a keeper, and it is a couple-yard gain there as Jack Miller gets it to the 28-yard line. As I mentioned in that first quarter here, Jack Miller, he's trying to, he fumbled the ball in the at the 5-yard line trying to reach for a first down on third down, and that obviously is not a good play, but they're going to rely on Jack Miller all season to get yards, throwing the ball, and with his legs. I'm just watching him right now. He's got a little bit of a limp there. Nothing serious, but Newburyport does have to be a little bit careful with Jack Miller because he has been touched up quite a bit here in the early going. He's only played 20 minutes, and he's taken a lot of big hits here. Probably got to be careful to protect him from himself a little bit because he knows he can get some yards with the legs, but there's no doubt Jack Miller's taking a lot of hits. He's going to run with it again here. Tough snap. And there's another big hit. He goes flying. Does get it out across close to a first down. Going to be 3rd down and 1. There's no, if you're thinking like, they're going to give him the first down too. Good second effort there by Miller. So there you go. Miller's takes a hit to make a play and make a first down. Miller now gets the play and runs back to the huddle. It's got to be feeling some of these hits a little bit. This is not like the NFL or college where a lot of these quarterbacks are sliding to protect themselves here. Jack Miller, I don't think you're going to see him slide tonight. He is taking on defenders and taking a lot of hits. 3:45 to go, first half, 27-0 Masco. Newburyport with the ball, trying to get something going offensively. First down and 10 from their own 33. Handoff, nothing there. Every time Newburyport's tried to run this ball up the middle today, that was Paul Suazo again. Suazo has not had much room. There's a Masco defender down right in the middle of it all. It's number 50 for Masco. In some pain, Alex Russo. Alex Russo, senior. Offensive and defensive line. Not that unusual to have a lot of these. You hope it's nothing serious, maybe. You know, it's a hot night here in Newburyport. Let's remember fall football, but it's still summertime, and it's a hot night in Newburyport, and you always hope these injuries are maybe more of a cramp or just a pull or something, but it gets kind of ugly in the middle of that line sometimes. Hoping for the best for Russo, who is down and being attended to by the training staff at the 35-yard line of Newburyport. He was in there on that tackle. A few Masco guys were. Looks like he's going to try to get up on his own here. Just get a little bit of help. And Russo's got a couple players, yeah, so he's struggling to get off the field. You wonder if, he tells his players, I'm good, I can walk off on my own. You gotta love that from Russo. Appears to be okay. He put his arms around the two players who came out to help carry him off the field, and he goes, I'm good, leave me alone. So Alex Russo, that's good news. He's able to walk off on his own power, and we carry on here. 3:23 to go, first half. Newburyport desperately in need of a big-time drive here. 2nd down and 7 from their own 35-yard line. QB Jack Miller for Newburyport. Out of the shotgun, Suazo to his left. That is the setup here on 2nd down and 7. Miller, as the top clock ticks under 3 minutes, takes the snap. He rolls left. Needs somebody to get open. Throws it away. Pressure was coming quickly. This Masco defensive line is, Michael Kenny the third there, junior from Masco, was chasing after Jack Miller. You can tell every time Jack Miller gets out of the pocket, he wants to run for yardage, but Masco has been well schooled on this here. They got QB spies and all that stuff. They were not going to allow Jack Miller to run outside the tackles on them tonight. Now that prevents another big play here. 3rd down and 7. Newburyport trailing 27-0. Desperately in need of a first down here. 3rd and 7 from their own 36-yard line. On 3rd down, Masco has been bringing a lot of pressure, trying to get the ball to Jack Miller's hands. Miller has been able to run for a few first downs here. We'll see what they do here. 2 wide for Newburyport again. Miller out of the shotgun. 2:52 to go, first half. Miller takes the snap. He's going to keep it. It's a designed run. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down for a loss. I think we got a hold against Newburyport too, which, if that is the case, will be declined, and Newburyport will have to punt this ball away. It is a hold against Newburyport. Referee looks to the Masco sideline, gets the decline signal. There we go, and Newburyport will have to punt this thing. It's never good when you get a holding penalty and you lose 5 yards on a play.
Holding.
Clock is running with 2.5 to go now here after the declined penalty. Newburyport will kick it away from their own 25-yard line. It's going to be more good field position for Masco here, and you can bet they will be trying to put more points on the board here in the final 2 minutes. They don't need much time. Kick is away. It lands at the Masco 43 and takes another good Newburyport bounce. Inside the 30, Masco will start at the 26-yard line. It's about the only thing Masco has done wrong tonight is let a couple of these punts bounce and take Newburyport bounces, but other than that, it has been a pretty clean slate for Masco here. They are all over Newburyport 27-0, and Masco still has 2 minutes to make some noise here and put more points on the board against a very tired Newburyport defense. You can tell just by looking. A lot of hands on hips out there here. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. It is Newburyport Clippers football. It is the season opener 2025. Thank you to our NCM Hub team, television and radio. Tom Goodwin doing the camera. Oliver Looker back in the studio. Maeve Power producing. Sarah Hayden the boss. Good job by the Newburyport faithful here, at least staying with this thing till halftime. It would have been easy to maybe move on out with how good Masco looks here. But let's see if Newburyport can get a big stop and maybe take some momentum into the halftime locker room. Handoff for a couple yards to Fabiano there. Clock ticking at 1:50. Gustafson, the 6'5" quarterback for Masco, who has looked sharp as can be. No panic with 1:40 to go. 2nd down and 6. He's just a senior leader who is in complete command of the offense here. Gustafson takes the snap, looking long. He throws it way out there. It's a beautiful ball, complete down to the 22-yard line. Great connection with Liam Ginley again. Ginley was flying down the right sideline, right in front of the Masco sideline, and Ginley got just a little bit of separation. The coverage wasn't horrible by Newburyport, but Gustafson does not need much of a window. He puts that throw right on the money, and he's ready to snap it again here. Another red zone trip for Masco. 1st and 10 from the 22 with 1 minute to go. Handoff, another chunk play, 5-6 yards there for Masco as Alex Cantalupo gets 5 or 6 on a quick handoff. We duck under 1 minute to go. Masco still has a timeout in their pocket. They are in no rush. They have 2nd down and 5 from the 11-yard line, already up 27-0. It's been a no-huddle offense all first half here for Masco, and they'll snap this 2nd down play with about 40 seconds to go. Gustafson still working out the play call a little bit with his sideline, but again, no panic. Talks to his running back, takes the snap out of the shotgun. Gustafson looking left. Back corner, touchdown. Cal Weedman with the catch, and this is looking too easy here for Masco. Another beautiful throw from Drew Gustafson, who is on fire in this first half. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. It is 33-0 Masco with 25 seconds to go in this first half. Newburyport a bit shell-shocked here with how the season opener has gone on their home turf. Nico Cephalou, extra point. He did miss the last one after a kind of a tough snap. He puts that one through, so he is 4 of 5 on the young season now on extra points. And judging by this Masco offense, he'll be kicking a lot of extra points this season because this is as sharp as can be. High-flying Masco offense. Drew Gustafson is on absolute fire every time he gets time back there, and he's getting a lot of time. He is just picking apart this Newburyport defense here. 34-0. The Masco Chieftains lead the Newburyport Clippers. Newburyport about to receive the kickoff. We'll see. Something tells me they'll just maybe take a knee or run something simple and try to get this thing to the locker room and try to regroup because that is about as tough a first half you can have if you're starting a season off on your home turf. Again, this is a good Masco team. A lot of senior leadership. They're big, they're strong, they've played together a lot. You look down the roster, it's a lot of seniors with a lot of experience, and it sure looks like it. They have been ready to go here on the road, first Newburyport. Cephalo ready to send this one away. There is the kickoff. Back to get it for Newburyport is Braden Fowler. He's going to let it go. It's going to be a touchback here. Jack Miller and crew coming back out on the field. You wouldn't think Newburyport would try to get too tricky here. I think they probably just want to get to the locker room and let's talk this over and see what kind of adjustments we can make. Trailing 34-0.
First down and 10, Newburyport is their own 20-yard line.
Jack Miller is in the shotgun. Paul Suazo behind him, though. I do think they're just going to take a knee. Let's see. I think they still just do it out of the shotgun, and they will. So there you go. That is how the first half will end as Jack Miller, the Newburyport quarterback, takes a knee, and the Clippers will go into the locker room and try to see if they can make some adjustments, find a little magic here, and just get a little something positive going here in the second half. After the first half here in the season opener of Newburyport Clippers football, it is the Masco Chieftains 34, Newburyport Clippers nothing. Tough start. We'll take a break here for the halftime. We'll see you back with more second half action. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. Happy to bring you this on the television side and the radio side. Our NCM Hub crew doing a great job today. Again, Tom Goodwin, Oliver Looker, Maeve Power, the boss Sarah Hayden in the house here. And we should give a shout out to Anna DeVito, to the athletic director at Newburyport, the new athletic director at Newburyport. Anna DeVito here has been doing a great job getting this, getting everybody set up. There's a lot of logistics that go into night one action. It's always it's a production, let's put it that way, and it's done a great job. And thank you to Kathy Cutter, the administrative assistant as well. Been very helpful to us up here in the booth. Newburyport needs a little help. They trail Masco 34-0 after the first half. Second half action to come. Thanks for joining us. My name is Drew Moholland. We'll see you in a bit. All right, and welcome back high above James T. Stehlin Field here in Newburyport. We're getting you set for second half action. Newburyport Clippers hosting the Masco Chieftains, and Masco has been rolling. It is 34-0 Masco after the first half. Newburyport trying to regroup here, see if they can make some adjustments, and maybe tough to come back and win a game when trailing a tough Masco team 34-0, but maybe just get a little momentum going here. Feeling good about yourselves here in the second half. Maybe, I'm sure the message was, let's start 0-0 and forget about the scoreboard. But yes, the scoreboard does say 34-0 Masco here after the first half. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. Happy to bring you this on TV, live on the radio today as well. Our NCM Hub crew is in the house. We got Maeve Power next to me, Oliver Looker back in the studio, Tom Goodwin doing the camera here for the TV folks, and the boss, Sarah Hayden, also around and currently up here with us right now, looking out the window at the field. Thank you very much. So, Masco will kick this ball to Newburyport here to start the second half. Still a good crowd. The Newburyport faithful are making sure to show their support, even in a bit of a game that has, for the moment, gotten out of hand. We'll see if Newburyport can... Big first drive of the second half. Let's put it that way. Let's see if they can get something going. Masco to kick this ball off towards the street, away from the pink house, and then Newburyport will drive towards the pink house end zone. Another good kickoff. It drives Owen Mongo all the way back to his 5, takes it out across the 20. Big return here from Mongo, 30, 35, 40. Mongo gets tripped up. He thought he should have had more, actually. He's a little upset at himself. He lost his footing at about the 41-yard line. That's where he goes down, but a good return from Owen Mongo there, and I believe he's a hockey kid too, if I remember correctly. But good speed there on the return game from Owen Mongo. Good start to the second half from Newburyport, so showing some good intensity out of the locker room. You got to love that. First down and 10 Clippers to start here from their own 42-yard line, going against a tough Masco front. Been nothing in the running game up the middle here for Newburyport all night. Most of the running yards have come on scrambles by the legs of Jack Miller, the Newburyport senior quarterback. He's in the shotgun again here to get things started in the second half. Paul Suazo is running back to his right. Some motion from Matt Page, the receiver. Suazo gets it again. Nothing doing up the middle. Masco just clogging that up all night. Pretty much every time Newburyport tries to run it up the middle, they end up looking on first down. They end up looking at 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. There has not been much there. Newburyport trying to go a little bit of a pace here in this second half. They go no huddle. It's not exactly an urgent pace here as they do work the play clock a little bit. Jack Miller looking at his wristband here, making sure they got the plays all ironed out. He's ready for the snap now here on 2nd down and 10. In motion goes Braden Fowler. Fakes the handoff, does Jack Miller. He rolls left. Nobody open. Throws it away. Jack Miller takes another hit. He's been hit all night.
Pass incomplete.
Jack Miller does have a brace on his right leg, although I do think he came into the game with that. I don't think that's anything from wear and tear tonight, although he is not exactly looking like he's walking effortlessly. He's got a little bit of a limp there. Like I said, he's pretty much, every time he rolls outside the pocket, he's taking a few guys on, even on some of those big runs too. Jack Miller has been getting lit up pretty good tonight, so he's looking at a 3rd down and 10 here. First minute of the 3rd quarter. Newburyport trailing Masco 34-0. Big play after the big return. Let's see if Newburyport can get something going. Back to pass. Let's get time this time. Looks to his right. Deep ball is knocked away. Almost picked off. Ball then almost caught on the redirect by Braden Fowler. Jack Miller threw it up for grabs there at the Masco 40. Good defending by the Masco secondary. And it's going to be another 4th down punt for the Clippers. 3 and out after the good kickoff return here. Clippers just struggling to get to move the chains and get things going offensively. Could use a good punt because this Masco offense that has been literally not stopped here. 5 touches, 5 touchdowns, 34-0 lead is about to come back on the field. You would imagine they would, at least through this 3rd quarter, Masco would still be rolling out the first team starters. The kick is away. Garbarino with the kick. Another good kick and another good Newburyport bounce. Again, the punts for Newburyport are working out. They're getting some good bounces on all these kicks that are. I think Masco, if they're going to work on one thing in practice, it might be fielding the punt in the air because they've lost about, 50 combined yards on bounces after punts here tonight. So maybe get a little more aggressive on the. That's pretty much the only thing Masco's done wrong tonight is let some punts bounce. 10:37 to go, 3rd quarter. It is 34-0 Masco over Newburyport. Again, my name is Drew Moholland from the 50-yard line, high above the 50-yard line at James T. Stehlin Field. A big thanks to our crew, Maeve Power, Oliver Looker, Tom Goodwin, Sarah Hayden. Drew Gustafson, the 6'5 Masco quarterback, wears number 16. He is cool, calm, and he has been on the money all night with a very good receiving core. He's out of the shotgun again. Hands this ball off to Liam Ginley. Ginley with a lot of room on the right side. Going to move the chains again for Masco. Pickup of 12, 13 yards there. Ginley running along the right side. Ends up getting taken down right in front of the Masco sidelines, right in front of his Masco teammates who have got to be enjoying this. This is a pretty sweet feeling. If I'm sure Masco knows they got a pretty good roster here, but to come on the road, tough environment, season opener, can be difficult no matter who you're up against, no matter how good you are. And for Masco to come out and put up a 34-0 first half, you got to be feeling pretty good as a squad. Drew Gustafson just in complete control of this offense, talking to his running back, surveying the defense, going to take another snap out of the shotgun, puts Ryan Richardson in motion. Richardson gets this ball. Newburyport does have it snuffed out, and no gain there. A little bit of a loss for a yard or two, actually. Good stand there by the Newburyport defense as Ryan Richardson came across, took the handoff. The wide receiver Richardson took the handoff from Gustafson, and Newburyport was there in the backfield, nowhere to go, so it'll be 2nd down. Loss of 3 actually on the play, so 2nd down and 13. Newburyport, big play here. Got Masco in a tough spot. Officials blow this play dead with 9:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. Officials are going to have a little conversation here. Referee Don Warner tonight. Back judge Gary Donahue. Line judge Anthony Galiza. Umpire Peter Polsnack. Snap taken, pass complete, right side with the catch, Liam Ginley. Gustafson threw it out there. Good job by the Newburyport defense, though, swarming to that ball. Short gain, maybe 5 yards. Fairly generous spot. Masco gets this ball up to the 35-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 5 for Masco from their own 35. Again, Masco leading this thing 34-0 over Newburyport. Let's see if Newburyport can get off the field for the first time tonight here. 3rd down play, 3rd and 5. Tough snap taken by Gustafson. Looks and fires high and wide. Newburyport with a defensive stand there. So the little things, a big stop for Newburyport. Their first of the game versus high-powered Masco offense. And Masco will be forced to punt it away for the first time all night. Good little moral victory there from Newburyport. The Masco kicker is Cephalo, who is also their place kicker, who is 4 of 5 on extra points tonight. And the extra point wasn't really his fault. It was, like I said earlier, it was kind of a tough snap there on the missed extra point he had. So Cephalo's had a pretty good night. Now the Masco special teams is a little disorganized. So timeout Masco before they punt this ball away. 9 minutes to go here from James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. 34-0 Masco. But a good defensive stop here from the Newburyport Clippers, getting that high-powered Masco offense off the field. I have made my first name error, first of many on the young season, by the way. Cal Weidman for Masco is the receiver that's been all over the field today, both offensively and defensively. I've been mispronouncing the last name. It is Cal Weidman, who has had a great night for Masco, wears number 4. Another one of these Masco guys with just great size and speed. He's listed at 6'3", 170 pounds, wide receiver for Masco, and Cal Weidman has had a big night, so not the last time I'll be saying his name tonight, I'm sure, but these are the first times I'm saying it correctly. Apologies to the Weidman family. Masco now to kick it away, and before they do, illegal substitution here against Masco.
Illegal substitution. They just
Oh, yeah.
gone out of timeout.
Which is a tough penalty to get when you come out of a timeout. So, yeah, the Masco special teams has not been flawless tonight. As good as their offense have been, they've had some special teams issues. And illegal substitution is not something a coaching staff ever likes to have. The punt is now finally away. Again, all these guys letting these balls bounce here. It takes a small Masco bounce down to the 30-yard line. And that is where Newburyport will begin here with 8:55 to go, 3rd quarter. A long climb back here for these Newburyport Clippers as they trail Masco 34-0. Again, as I look down to my left and right here, we're right at the 50-yard line. This is a crowd has stuck around here. And everybody just loves Friday Night Lights, right? Not going to leave too early. Even a bit of a game where the score's gotten out of hand. This Newburyport faithful is sticking around, trying to see if they can get this offense going here. Jack Miller again in the shotgun for Newburyport. He's got his running back, Paul Suazo, next to him. From the 30, pitch to Suazo on the right side. Suazo gains the 35. Good move. Takes a couple defenders with him. Gets it close to the 39-yard line. Close to the 40-yard line. Where it'll be 2nd down and short for Newburyport. So good, successful running play there on 1st down. We have not been able to say that too many times tonight. Clippers trying to go no huddle here. It's not necessarily a hurry-up offense, but it is no huddle. Just Jack Miller getting the single, looking at his wristband here for the play. Barking out the signals on 2nd down and 2 from the 39. It's going to be a false start against Newburyport. Paul Suazo a little bit anxious there, and Suazo has a conversation now with Jack Miller about the snap count. Something tells me Suazo is probably getting the ball there on 2nd down and 2. Just a little bit antsy, jumped the gun. Kind of erases that good 1st down play now. 2nd down and 7 for Newburyport. As they try to put together a good sustained drive here. Newburyport got it inside the 10-yard line early in this game. They had 3rd down and 1 from the 6. Jack Miller stretching for a first down when he was maybe stopped for no gain on that 3rd-and-1 play, was reaching and then ended up fumbling the ball. Masco recovered. That was the best drive of the first half. See if Newburyport can get something going here. There's a receiver open, pass complete. Braden Fowler gets the ball inside the 35-yard line. Great ball by Jack Miller right there. He had a little bit of time. And on a night when really even the good moments for Newburyport aren't great, Fowler is hurt after making this catch at the 35-yard line. Fowler rips his helmet off and kind of rolls his way onto the sideline here. He's out of the game, obviously, in some pretty bad pain over there. We hope Fowler's okay. Braden Fowler, a junior here for Newburyport, makes the catch and then crawls off the field in pain. Miller fakes the handoff, maybe gets a yard on the first down carry. Bunch of the Newburyport teammates on the sideline are making sure to look over Fowler, and then the news gets worse here as there's another Newburyport Clipper hurt at the 34-yard line here, and looks like a lot of pain here too. It's one of those nights, I told you, it's one of those, you've been playing from a bad spot, you're down 34-0, and you got a lot of these guys that are playing on both sides of the ball. It's a warm night, first game of the year. You hope a lot of these injuries are just more cramping up and just kind of early season stuff that won't be happening at the end of the year. But right now it is a bad picture for Newburyport, as Fowler, who just made the big catch for the Clippers, the wide receiver, is still in pain on the sideline, being looked after with his helmet off. And then on the field at the 34-yard line, we got the training staff out there working on the right leg of one of the Clippers here. I'm still trying to get the number. It's 24. So Matt Page, who had a big catch earlier in the game, and Matt Page limps off. He's doing his best to get off on his own, and he does. He's got a bad limp. They were working on his right leg there, the training staff was. So Matt Page with a right leg injury. Braden Fowler, after a big catch, I think he's got a left leg injury. So dropping like flies a little bit here from Newburyport. We hope both of those kids are okay. Meantime, it is 2nd down and 8 for the Clippers with 6.5 to go in this third quarter. Snap from the 33-yard line. Jack Miller back to pass. He's got time again. He's going to use his legs here. Crosses the 30, gets it to the 25, takes another big hit, doesn't go down, and that's going to get him a first down and more. Miller inside the 15, knocked out of bounds there. What a tough run from Jack Miller. I mentioned earlier, you will not see Jack Miller slide tonight. In fact, he initiated that hit on one of the Masco secondary guys there, bounced right off him and got another 7 yards. So I would imagine he's going to be pretty sore tonight when he goes to bed, Jack Miller. But a big run, tough run there. Jack Miller showing a lot of leadership, and he gets the Clippers into the red zone here. 1st down and 10 from the Masco 12-yard line. We duck under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Newburyport desperately looking to put some points on the board here for the first time all year in the season opener. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Ooh, tripped up in the backfield. Owen Mongo there. Looked like he might have had a little space if he could have kept his footing, but tripped up just enough and he goes down.
2nd down and 10.
No gain there. Going to be 2nd down and 10 from the Masco 12-yard line. I do like the offensive play call there from Newburyport, just not letting Jack Miller take another hit after that big run where he, just a lot of contact with Miller tonight. Hand that ball off on 1st down, see if you can get something where on a play when Jack Miller does not take a hit. Play clock winding down as Newburyport tries to get the play in. Miller in the shotgun. Paul Suazo slides to the right. Quick screen pass to the outside. Catch made by Tamala. Not much there. Taken down at the 11. Reed Tamala caught that ball on the screen. Kind of hesitated a little bit. I think if Reed had to do it all over again, the youngster there, he's only a sophomore. I think if Reed might be taught in practice there for coming practices, maybe catch that ball and get right upfield, because it looked like he had a little bit more room. Hesitated, and only the Well, no gain on that. So 3rd down and 10 now. Big play here for Newburyport. Might even be 4-down territory. Rolling right is Jack Miller. A lot of time. Miller gets it to the 10, takes another big hit. The whole Masco defense on top of him. Referees blow forward progress down at the... He does get inside the 5-yard line here. Newburyport can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown if they get down to about the 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 4th down and 2. I'm sorry. My apologies. 4th down and 2 from the just inside the 5-yard line here. Let's see what Newburyport does. I do imagine they're going to go for it. Jack Miller jogs a little bit gingerly back to the huddle. 4th down and 2 from the Masco 5-yard line for Newburyport. Looking to put their first points on the board of the season. Again, you can still get a first down here. Don't need to score the touchdown. 2 yards needed for the Clippers to keep this drive going with 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Newburyport trailing 34-0 to Masco. Jack Miller out of the shotgun. He's got Paul Suazo there to his right. Masco's bringing pressure. Miller hands it off. There it is. Touchdown, Newburyport. Paul Suazo walks it in untouched. It was the perfect play call from the Clippers. Masco brought pressure from both edges. Newburyport ran it right up the gut. Suazo goes in practically untouched. Newburyport on the board for the first time all season. They cut into this Masco lead. It's now 34-6 Masco with 3:07 to go in this 3rd quarter. Gutsy drive there from the Clippers. Good senior leadership from their quarterback who took a couple big hits. Get some yards after contact on some big runs. A couple good throws. You got Braden Fowler who made a big catch. We haven't seen him since. Still getting worked on, I believe, down there after making that catch. He got hurt. We'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully he's okay. But nevertheless, team effort here. Newburyport's on the board. The extra point is good by Nick Gabarino. And Newburyport has their first 7 of the season. They trail Masco 34-7. And that's what you want if you're a coaching staff. You go into the locker room down 34-0. You know, sometimes it's tough to come out with energy when you're down 34-0. But, you know, you tell your team it's 0-0, let's play a new half. And Newburyport has the only 7 here of the 3rd quarter. So give a lot of credit to these Clippers and this Clippers coaching staff here led by new head coach John Weber. Again, my name is Drew Moholland, high above Stehlin, James T. Stehlin Field here in Newburyport on a lovely Friday night in Newburyport. The Clippers finally on the board after a tough first half, now trailing Masco 34-7. My name is Drew Moholland, alongside our NCM Hub crew here, Tom Goodwin, Oliver Looker, Maeve Power, the boss, Sarah Hayden. Anna DeVito is the new Newburyport athletic director, been very helpful with us here. We welcome Anna to Newburyport. She's got a lot of good energy. I've gotten to know her a little bit over the summer, so should be a fun sports season here. And despite the 34-7 score, it has been a fun night here in Newburyport. It's a good atmosphere, and I think Newburyport knows they are going against a tough Masco team, and you know what? They're fighting here tonight. It's good to see them put that touchdown on the board. They've already got a defensive stop here in this 3rd quarter, so let's see if they can get another one. The high-powered offense of Drew Gustafson about to come back on the field for Masco. Newburyport has got to try to contain. I mean, this is an offense that travels by air. Cal Weidman, senior, 6'3", 170 pounds. Has been dangerous all night. Liam Ginley, another senior, has had a big night. There's a Trip Weidman also on this roster, a sophomore for Masco. I have a feeling they're probably related, but maybe not. Here's the first down play. Oh, Masco's going to answer. Big time run, 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown by number 10 for Masco. Alex Cantalupo takes it to the house. Oh, a backbreaker for Newburyport. Finally feeling good about themselves after the first touchdown of the season. And Masco, just like that, first place from scrimmage, takes it to the house. Alex Cantalupo, the senior running back, goes all the way. 40-7 now as the Masco score as the special teams unit comes on for the extra point. Nico Cephalo, who has been busy tonight, looking to add that extra point. Kick is up and is good. 41-7. Masco, just like that, puts another touchdown on the board. Tough break there for the Clippers, and you get a feeling here that, I mean, this Masco offense is tough anyway, and as this game gets later, you know, these high school teams, a lot of these kids play both sides of the ball. Hot kind of summer night here, might get a little bit of fatigue setting in here, and I think it kind of showed on that one. So 41-7 is the Masco lead here over Newburyport. Clippers are ready to receive the kickoff here again. I'm looking at the winds too. The wind has kind of died down a little bit here tonight. I mean, I was wondering if there was fog setting in or what that was in the air, but it's baby powder, I'm told. I'm looking too to see those injured Newburyport guys are back on the field here. Newburyport's had a couple guys go down tonight. Braden Fowler wears number 12 for the Clippers. I did not see him down there. I'm wondering if they brought him into the locker room maybe just to check him out a little bit. There's also Matt Page also went down hurt, so we'll see if both of those guys come out here on the offensive unit. Kickoff from Masco now with a 41-7 lead. Ball is taken there by Owen Mongo. Gains the 20, 25. Takes a hit, gets it up across the 30. Good, tough run by Mongo on the return. And Newburyport will start from the 31-yard line. 2:29 to go in this third quarter. Newburyport down by 34. 41-7 is the Masco lead. It was 34-0 at halftime. It's been an even second half, so there's that. Clippers trying to come out here and try to win this second half. I think that'd be a good moral victory here for the Newburyport Clippers. Jack Miller runs back out. He is in control of the huddle, Newburyport quarterback. First down and 10 from the 30 with 2:29 to go in this third quarter. No Braden Fowler out there right now, so he is definitely being reevaluated here for Newburyport. Jack Miller out of the shotgun here for the Clippers. Paul Suazo to his left in the backfield, the running back. Fake to Suazo. That was actually a fake to Owen Mongo that time. Oh, a little pitch play. Nicely done. Big gain here for Newburyport across midfield. Ben Buckmeyer. A little trick play action there from Newburyport with a big gain. Jack Miller looks to the sideline. First down and 10, Newburyport from the 50-yard line here. Clippers get a little bit more rhythm going here in this second half. They get that first touchdown, feeling a little bit better about life here. See if they can put another drive together, do back-to-back drives. 3 wide for Newburyport here. To the right. Jack Miller pitches it to Mongo. Owen Mongo across the 50, gets it down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 5 there for Owen Mongo. Clock has stopped here. The officials getting together for a quick discussion with 2:08 to go in the third quarter. Masco with a 41-7 lead over Newburyport. I think this is a penalty on Newburyport. Block in the back against the Clippers here. So the 5-yard gain from Mongo is erased. I'm told it's holding. Was that a holding? My eyes might be failing me. Either way, it's bad news for Newburyport. It's going to back them up to the 43-yard line here. First down and long now after the Mongo run is erased. Jack Miller out of the shotgun. Just saw him take a deep breath. I can actually see his shoulders do the deep breath. It's been a long night already for Jack Miller. Pressure comes. He lets one fly. Good adjustment to the ball. Great catch at the 25-yard line. Henry Thurston with his first catch of the night. Big time grab. He was well covered there, and the ball was underthrown, maybe intentionally. Good job coming back to it by Henry Thurston. Good wide receiver adjustment right there. Big time play, and Newburyport quickly gets it down to the Masco 27. It was a good job by Jack Miller there, trusting his wide receiver. And Thurston makes a play. He's out there now 3 wide on the left side here for Newburyport wide receivers. Jack Miller in the shotgun. Owen Mongo in the backfield with him. Miller looking left. He's going to tuck it and run. Not much there. Good play. It's Masco's Zach Milligan there, sophomore for Masco. Made a good tackle there. Saved probably what would have been another big gainer there for Newburyport. At least a first down, maybe more. And this is what I'm talking about. Jack Miller is limping as he jogs to the sidelines here. He's reaching towards that right knee brace, which I've been waiting for this. He's just been taking so many hits tonight. He's got great legs, good instincts, and went to take off with the ball. It's a tough Masco defense, though, and he's taking a lot of licks. Newburyport can take this thing down, and I think they will. They're going to take this thing down. They're going to line up here. Final seconds of the third quarter. Let's see if they snap it on second down and 10. They will not. So we'll take this to the fourth quarter here. Newburyport is on the march. They played an even third quarter, but they trail Masco 41-7. We got 12 minutes to go here. Fourth quarter action to come. My name is Drew Moholland from James T. Stehlin Field here in Newburyport. It is the Clippers season opener. They trail Masco. Fourth quarter still to come. We'll be right back. All right, back to action here at James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. The Clippers are on the march here, trailing Masco 41-7. Second down and 10 from the Masco 30. Shot to the end zone here. A man is open, incomplete pass. Jack Miller tried to hit Braden Fowler there, so good to see Fowler back on the field after, quite frankly, he made a great catch earlier in this second half and then had to roll off the field hurt. It was a big play. It was about a 40-something yard catch that Fowler made a great play on earlier in this second half, and then that was the first time I think we've seen him back on the field since then. But so that's good news. Good to see Braden Fowler, the junior Newburyport wide receiver, back in the football game. Big play here for the Clippers. Third down and 10 from the 27-yard line of Masco. Quick little screen across the middle. Good catch in traffic. Henry Thurston there. I think Julian Edelman across the middle, making a catch in traffic, taking a few licks and getting a few extra yards. It's going to be fourth down and about 4 here for Newburyport. I would imagine you go for this here with 10:50 to go in this football game, trailing 41-7.
Fourth down and 5.
Jack Miller looks to his sideline here, gets the play call. What will it be on fourth down and 5? Again, it's a no huddle for Newburyport, but it's not exactly the fastest tempo. They take their time once they line up and they get the play call from their positions. Jack Miller waiting on the fourth down snap. Here we go. Fourth down and 5 from the 22-yard line. Miller takes the snap. He looks left. He's going to take another shot. He's got a man. Oh, he can't quite hit him. Owen Mongo looked like he had broken free on that route. The throw kind of gets away from Miller, and it will be a turnover on downs for the Newburyport Clippers here. High school rules, we do have a running clock in the fourth quarter, which I think maybe all of us will enjoy here with a 41-7 game and a Masco offense who has been, just tough to stop. Again, my name is Drew Moholland, alongside our NCM Hub crew here. Thank you for joining us. Friday Night Lights from James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport. Our crew here, Tom Goodwin running the camera. I haven't even seen Tom tonight. He's always in the thick of it down there somewhere. I saw a hand wave. There we go. Tom's still busy down there. And I am told the score, if it's a 32-point differential in the fourth quarter, it's a running clock. So I was told there'd be no math involved, but 41 minus 7 is 34. So we have a 34-point differential, and that's why you have the running clock here in the fourth quarter. And it is the second unit, at least partially the second unit now for Masco, as the backup quarterback has entered the game. Wearing number 14 in white, Trip Weidman gets his first snaps of the game, relieving Drew Gustafson. Drew Gustafson, look for his name here the rest of the season, the Masco quarterback, because he was just electric all night, on point, made all the throws, made all the right reads. 6'5" quarterback. He was just great. Trip Weidman now getting his first snaps here of the season in the season opener, with his Masco Chieftains leading Newburyport 41-7. Trip takes the snap, and play is blown dead. False start on Masco. You can expect that here. Things get a little bit disoriented with the, you get some new guys coming in now, not necessarily your starting lineup here, different snap counts, different voices, they're, just a little bit of different rhythms. You can expect that to happen. Trip Weidman now looking at a 3rd down and 8 here as he tries to lead Masco down the field in his first touches. Trip is a sophomore, listed at 6 feet, because I don't think Masco has anybody who's not 6 feet. My goodness, all these guys are pretty big team. Handoff for a couple yards. Newburyport still grinding out there. You can see it's not a defeated look on the sidelines here. I mean, you're going to lose this football game, but it's the first game of the season. These guys have battled out there. They played a much tighter second half. That running clock has us under 7 minutes now, with Masco leading Newburyport 41-7 here. Trip Weidman again in the shotgun. Hands it off. Good gain. Up to the 35-yard line, 37-yard line. Drag it to the 40, still going. 45-50, my goodness. The whole Newburyport defense being carried there. I think a lot of the Clippers were trying to strip the ball from Tyler Durgan. Tyler Durgan with a tough run. When I tell you he was hit at the 35-yard line and dragged wide receivers to the close to the 50, dragged defenders to the 50. Unbelievable run by Tyler Durgan. Tough run. And again, Matt Page is limping off the field for Newburyport. You might want to call it a night for Matt. This is the second or third time he's been struggling with a leg injury tonight. Trip Weidman from Masco takes the snap, hands it off. Jack Engel this time gets it across midfield. 5-yard gain to the 47-yard line. Will be a 2nd and 5 for Masco here. 5:50 to go in this fourth quarter. 41-7, the Masco lead over Newburyport. Good job by this officiating crew here tonight as well. Don Warner, the referee. Gary Donahue, the back judge. Anthony Galiza, the line judge. The umpire, Peter Paul Snack. Jim Reynolds is running the clock up here tonight, too. He's done a good job. He informed me of the rule here with the running clock, so without him, I would not have known why we had a running clock in the fourth quarter. Thank you, Jim. And thank you to the Newburyport team as well. Anna DeVito, the athletic director here. Better games to come watching Newburyport football. We can guarantee that. This is a tough Masco team. Trip Weidman at quarterback for Masco. He stands right at midfield here. Handoff, little draw up the middle. Masco gets it to the 45.
That was Eva.
Third down and short here.
Ball at the Newport 45 yard.
Called about 3 yards here from the Newburyport 45 for Masco to gain. Masco has considerably slowed down the tempo of this football game here, as obviously just trying to first down Masco on a draw right up the middle. It's Tyler Durgan again. Tyler Durgan getting some late carries here and starting to fill up the stat sheet with some big runs. I think if you're really Masco and Newburyport at this point, you both teams would be satisfied to get out of here without too many more injuries. It's been enough of those here tonight. Ben Lodge checks in for Masco. Ben Richardson, wide receiver to the right. Trip Weidman in the shotgun. Quarterback hands it off. Again to Jack Engel this time. Engel with a big gain. He's thrown down by Kian Marcos.
Engel the ball carrier.
Good tackle by Marcos. Physical safety back there. Jackson Bryce also in the secondary. Ben Buckmeyer's done a good job out there on the corner for Newburyport. Not too many balls been thrown his way here. Latter half of this game. Handoff to Durgan again there. He's taken down for a short gain.
The ball carrier. Tackle by Bell.
One last thanks here to our NCM Hub crew. Thank you for joining us here. Friday Night Lights, radio style and TV style. Our crew of Tom Goodwin on the camera, Oliver Looker, Maeve Power next to me, and Sarah Hayden, the boss. Fumble. Clippers put the ball in the turf, and Newburyport says they have it. We're waiting for the official. There it is. Newburyport Clippers football. So the Clippers force a turnover. It's going to be number 59 there. Zachary Bell coming up with the loose ball. Good job by Zach. Hopping on a loose ball. Sophomore making a play here with a minute 50 or so to go in this football game. Let's see if the Clippers come out and maybe try to put one quick drive together here. Again, it's a running clock with the score 41-7. Just about a minute and a half left, so the Clippers will have to, they'll have to move quickly. Let's put it that way. And as we duck under a minute and a half, Newburyport's not even up to the line of scrimmage yet. So, like I said, I think both teams will be happy to get out of here with no more injuries, and that will be that. Timothy Sheehan going to get his first snaps at quarterback for Newburyport. Wyatt Fisher in the backfield with him. Tim Sheehan out of the shotgun. All these teams doing shotgun these days. Haven't seen one snap under center all day long. Those are the philosophies. Wyatt Fisher on the carry. Gets a couple yards there. 50 seconds in a running clock. I think maybe one more play in this football game, and that will be that. Masco looks like they will put a ribbon on a 41-7 victory here. They come on the road in the season opener. Masco handedly defeats the Newburyport Clippers. This is a good Masco football team. Watch them throughout the rest of the year. It was a good fight from Newburyport, especially in the second half. It's always good when you put a goose egg up in the first half and you come back and you play a competitive second half. So give it up to the Clippers and the coaching staff for coming out in the second half and battling. Final play of the football game here is a carry from Newburyport's Cormac Morrissey. Gets close to a first down. Good run by Morrissey. And 10 seconds in a running clock. That will be that. Thank you for joining us here, folks, from James T. Stehlin Field in Newburyport as the clock runs out on this one. Final score is Masco 41, Newburyport 7. Again, a huge thanks to our team, Tom Goodwin, Oliver Looker, Maeve Power, the boss, Sarah Hayden. My name is Drew Moholland. This has been Friday Night Lights from Newburyport. Masco gets the season off on the right foot with a 41-7 win over the Newburyport Clippers. Thanks for joining us. My name is Drew Moholland. We'll see you next time.